Many people think that God, being great and glorious, is impressed by the most visible talents, extraordinary abilities, or public acts of worship. We believe that if we sing loudly, preach well, or stand out with something spectacular, then God will be moved. But is that really true? The Bible teaches us that everything we have comes from Him. Talents, gifts, abilities, opportunities, all come from His hand. So how could we impress God with something He Himself already gave us? It's like a child giving their father a drawing using the crayons the father bought. The father is delighted, yes, but not because of the paper or the crayons. It's because of the love that child put into that gift. Because what comes from the heart, what can't be bought or taught, that is what truly moves Him. And so it is with God. He is not impressed by the gift. He is moved by the obedience that accompanies it. He isn't amazed by the talent. He delights in the humility that sustains it. There are things that come from heaven and are given to us, but there are others that are born within us, and those are the ones that rise as a sweet aroma before the throne of God. There is a passage in 1 Samuel that reveals something profound. When the prophet Samuel was sent to anoint a new king, he saw David's older brothers, strong men, impressive in appearance, trained for battle. To the human eye, they seemed like the perfect choice. But God said, "Do not look at his appearance or at the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." That's from 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. God did not choose the strongest. He didn't choose the most experienced. He chose David, not because of his harp, not because of his songs, not because of his words, but because of what was inside, a heart that loved him, a heart that obeyed, a heart that believed. And that is what impresses the Lord. Do you know what moves God? The genuine faith of someone who keeps believing even when circumstances say otherwise. The quiet obedience of someone who chooses what's right even when no one is watching. The sincere love that's expressed without expecting recognition. When the Roman centurion came to Jesus, he didn't come with displays of power or elaborate words. He simply said, "Just say the word, and my servant will be healed." Jesus was amazed, and he said, "I have not found such great faith in all Israel." It wasn't the centurion's uniform, it wasn't his rank. It was his faith, a faith that recognized authority, a faith that trusted in the word, a faith that was born of the heart. You know, there's a great difference between what moves people and what moves God. People, well, they applaud the spectacle, but God, He looks at the intention. People celebrate the results, while God examines the process. People are often impressed by skill, but God is moved by obedience. How many times do we think our talent is enough to please God? But, honestly, we forget that talent is alone, just a tool. It's a means, not an end. God isn't waiting for a performance. He's waiting for surrender. And here's something even deeper. Obedience is not always easy. In fact, it almost never is, because I obey when I forgive, even though it hurts. I obey when I stay silent, even though I want to speak. I obey when I move forward, even though I'm afraid. I obey when I deny myself, even though I want something else. And that is what truly impresses the Lord, not what we do with our hands, but what we surrender from the heart. It's easy to give what's left over. The hard part is giving what costs, and obedience often costs. That's why, when someone obeys God, even in pain or uncertainty, it does not go unnoticed in heaven. It rises like incense. It draws God's favor. It moves his heart. It's not the musician who sings the best who pleases God most. It's the musician who, while singing, keeps their heart in humility and obedience. It's not the most eloquent preacher who has the greatest impact. It's the one who lives what they preach with integrity behind the pulpit. Because the Lord isn't looking for impressive voices. He's looking for surrendered hearts. And you, what are you using to try to please God? Your ability, your ministry, your reputation? Let me lovingly tell you something. God is not impressed by what He gave you. He is moved when you use what you have to love Him more, serve more, and surrender more. Because true love doesn't seek applause. It seeks obedience, and genuine faith doesn't need a stage. It just needs to believe. Do you want to impress God? Love Him. Without masks, without filters, without conditions. Love Him when you shine and when you feel broken. Do you want to touch His heart? Obey Him. Even when you don't understand, even when you don't like it, even when it's hard. Do you want to draw His attention? Believe Him, not because of what you see, but because of what He has said. Today is a good day to examine your heart. Today is a good day to ask yourself, am I living to impress people or to move the heart of God? Because what touches heaven is not what you do in public. It's what you decide in secret, in the depths, in the invisible. So, as you start this new day, don't strive to look impressive. Strive to be obedient. Don't wear yourself out trying to be recognized. Seek to be seen by God as a sincere heart, one that loves Him truly, one that doesn't compromise their faith, one that doesn't need a stage to worship. Remember, what moves heaven is not the loudest sound, but the most surrendered heart. What pleases the Father is not what shines, but what is laid down. And maybe, no one will notice, maybe no one will applaud, but heaven sees, and God honors it. May your life be a quiet song of obedience. May your talent rest in God's hands, but your heart live on His altar. And may every step you take today be guided not by the desire to impress, but by the passion to please the only one who truly matters, your Creator, your Father, your Lord. If this message touched your life, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to share it with someone else. May God bless you, and may your life continue to impress heaven, not by what you do, but by who you are when no one sees.